Hi there, this is Aaron. Today is Sunday the 6th of April and it's day 44 on the allotment. Today is a horrible day. Now, it was Darcy that said, can we have an update on the chilies? I am hoping to bring the chilies down to the greenhouse. So these are the seedlings. And this is quite incredible because even with the Scotch bonnet, which, I mean, I had a very low germination rate last time. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 that have come through. Some of them are starting to get true leaves. They're all ready to be potted on, which is a task that I'm going to do in the very near future. Of the lemon drops, which are at the front, well, I mean, it's easier to count the ones that haven't come up, and there's just 2, possibly even 3. Yeah, three of the lemon drops didn't come up, but all of them have. So out of 20 seeds, that is incredible, and I'm really pleased with the Scotch bonnet as well. Now, looking at last year's chilli plants, I mean, you can see now that they are all, 1.5 foot, probably even getting on for 2 foot tall. And they were repotted down quite deep in the pots as well, so there's even more. They're all getting quite bushy. I have taken advice and starting to let them flower now. So the flowers are coming through, but they've all got a good colour. They've all got a good size. As soon as it gets warm enough in the greenhouse, I'm going to take them down there, and also at that point pot them into even bigger pots, sort of aiming for the gallon pots. I can't pot them into those while they're here because I just haven't got the space to put 5-gallon pots up on this window ledge. So really hoping that the frost can disappear soon and I get to a temperature in the greenhouse that the chilies will like. I've actually found a new supplier for the Koya bales, and I think I am going to call it Koya because Coir just sounds so pretentious. But yes, there is a company. I'll put the website address in the top of the screen. Now, these come as unbranded, just in normal delivery packaging. And they claim that rather than the 60 litres that the other ones I was buying expanded to, that these expand to 70 litres. Now the other thing is that I suspect because they're unbranded and they're designed for agriculture rather than hobbyists, cutting out the packaging means that these are actually a little bit cheaper. In fact, these are starting to get to sort of similar price that you would find with ordinary compost from your local garden store. So if this does work, then that means that I've significantly saved on providing compost for all of my plants. Now what I've also got in here, you can see, is some fertiliser. Now I bought this from the same company that I bought the Koya bales from, and what it is it's a fertiliser that's been blended by them to give the Koya all the nutrients of ordinary compost. So I bought a big bag of this, which I'm now keeping in my little lockup, and they say that there is enough in here for 20 bales of Koya. Now I think 20 is a couple of trowelfuls, so what I'm going to do is empty a couple of trowelfuls into a pot and then add that to the little mix that I've just created. Well, this is the fertiliser. I know that it contains things such as hoof and horn and also seaweed, so it should have calcium in it as well. Basically it's as black as pitch, but it should be full of lots of good things to make nice compost. What I am adding is a capful of Epsom Salts, because everything on my plot that the Koya's around is going to be suffering from a magnesium deficiency, and I definitely think that's what's wrong with my garlic. So for pretty much everything I'll be adding Epsom salts, but I'm also adding it to the Koya mix. Here is the compost, which is made up pretty quickly. This is the compost now with added fertilizer. In the potato bags, there's now the last of the Anya planted. This one on the end, and also this one in front, they're the last two. In each of them, I've also added blood, fish and bone, and I have also put some chicken manure. And there's 4 potatoes in each. Now, I did notice that this coir hasn't absorbed as much as the others, and so what I've done is I've put a hole for drainage, so that hopefully they've got everything they need to grow. What I've done here is to sow my Brussels sprouts. I've put them in the same tray as my celery and my cucumbers because there was just more room in there. I've put 2 seeds in each little pod. Let's see if we can grow. Yeah, now the variety is Crispus F1. I don't know if you can see that. I try to stick to heritage varieties wherever possible, but I've been told that Brussels sprouts are really difficult to grow. Now these are clubroot resistant, and I figured I probably need all the help I can get. So those are the Brussels sprouts that we've planted, and I guess let's see how they grow. Well, here are the leeks, and they're really recovering. Some of those are really climbing up now, so I'm very, very pleased with them. Not all of them. Some of them sort of didn't have quite as much strength as others, but certainly enough to keep me happy. So the leeks are coming on full blast. These are my peas. Some of these are getting ready to be planted out, which I will do over the next couple of weeks. So very pleased that the peas are coming through as well. This was the first batch of peas, so all of these are doing extremely well as well. I'm hoping that I'm going to have some good peas from these Kelvin Wonder. I have a broad bean that's coming through, nothing from the others yet, so plenty of time. These leeks also are ready to be potted on, so that's one of the jobs that I'm going to be doing today. Same with my onions. The first batch that I planted, which is a month before the others, they're getting ready to be potted on as well, so I'll do that today. And the same with my brassicas. The lettuce there, definitely ready to be potted on. The cabbage, and we've also got some cauliflowers coming through as well, so pleased about that. Now these coming through are cucumbers. So these are the ones that I planted. Now, I wasn't sure if it was too early, but it was in the greenhouse, so I thought I'd give it a go. And it looks as if we might be getting away with it. Lots can still go wrong, but hopefully we'll get something here. I've also given these some fish blood and bone, which is what you can see sprinkled on top. So I'm hoping that that's going to give them an extra boost as well. And you can see here also, just tiny little specks of some of the celery coming through. Which also pleases me. All of the Anya potatoes are now in, yeah, I've still got my Golden Wonder and also my International Kidney, which I'm going to be planting out in a couple of weeks. Coming outside now, and yeah, I said a couple of weeks ago that these flowers were not very pretty, but now that they've really come out, and I don't know if you noticed, but we've had some pollinators. Some bumblebees were coming along, and very welcome they are. But now these look absolutely beautiful. Really pleased with my broad beans, and I'm hoping, of course, that it's not long before I'll get some pods coming. So very excited about this. These are my onions and my elephant garlic that have had a feed of seaweed and also of the Epsom salts, and I might be imagining this, but I think they're looking better already. So yep, pleased about the onions. I'm hoping that I got to the garlic just in time. I do believe that they are looking better than they were the other day. So yeah, hopefully we will get some garlic, and I will not have wasted my time here. Certainly I've given them enough love to deserve something, so let's see what will happen. And here, yeah, I've got a few more sticks coming through on my rhubarb, so very pleased about him as well. I've got to put something down to suppress these weeds. I'm thinking that I'll put some cardboard down so that he's got something to grow into and that will keep these weeds down. And then red currant, lots of lovely leaves now. I think he's benefited from the feed that I gave him last week, so good about that. I mentioned last weekend that I could see the beginnings of this year's raspberries coming through. There's a lot of them. Again, I need to suppress the weeds, so get some cardboard down so that these can grow up and hopefully get more raspberries than last year. I'm just about ready to give up the ghost with this blackcurrant. Nothing's happening, but what I have done is I've put a couple of my strawberry plants in the container, so we'll see if they take. And here's the white currant, lots of leaves coming there, and he's really starting to grow upwards with new growth, so yeah, he's definitely pleasing me. And then we'll finish off with my strawberries that are really doing good. They had a feed yesterday of strawberry fertilizer, special formulated for strawberries, and yeah, they all seem to be doing really well as well, so that pleases me. Of the things I've got to do, I've got to get all those plants potted on, so there's plenty for me to be getting on with, even if it does pour down with rain, which it is going to any second. So I'm going to get on with it. I'll talk to you later. Now what I've got here are 3, 6, 9, 12 loo rolls that I've filled with compost, and this is what I'm going to put some of my runner beans in. Now this is the variety, it's Enorma, which I got from Seed Parade. Now I noticed that this is the same variety that Hilary was sowing earlier today, and it's the fact that Hilary is sowing them that makes me think, oh, maybe I can get away with sowing them now. But I'm not going to sow all of them now, I'm just going to sow some of them now, the first 12. Now Enorma is a show variety. Apparently it gives absolutely enormous runner beans. Now I'm not kidding myself that I'm going to win any shows. I'll just be happy if I get a few runners. Having said that, if I accidentally do get a whopper, then I will enter that for the local show, but I don't expect that to happen. So I'll get those sowed now. I've actually got to be quick about this because the wind's really starting to get up now. These are, I believe, my Lollo Rosso that were in the little expandable pockets. I've potted those on now. They all seem to have a good root on them. Let's see if they manage the potting on as well as I hope they will. These are the Leeks that I've also potted on. They were in the cardboard tubes, so I just dropped those into some drinking cups. Well, the weather I don't think is going to improve. There's maybe an hour, a little bit longer of daylight left. I think I've taken as many chances as I can, and I think I've done as much as I can today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time on the allotment. Goodbye.